Crime Fighters, the #1 security program on television.
It is nice to have you on board your #1 security program on television. Crime Fighters, the police and you. We live in a society where crimes are committed every minute of the day. Some of these criminals are apprehended by the police, whereas others are not. The Deputy Inspector General of Police in charge of the department, Force Headquarters Abuja, Mr. Ajao, will be telling us more on this special interview with Crime Fighters, what the Nigerian police are doing to detect crimes. While on our crime scene segment, we bring you the story of some illicit arms dealers who were recently arrested by the Federal Special Anti-Robbery Squad for importing illicit arms into the country. This episode promises to be exciting and informative. You don't want to miss that. I'm Francis Owiro. Welcome to Crime Fighters, the police and you. Hello there. You're welcome to another exciting edition of the interview segment of Crime Fighters, the police and you. Francis Owiro is my name, and today we will be speaking with the Deputy Inspector General of Police in charge of D Department, Force Headquarters Abuja, in the person of Mr. Ajao. You're welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you very much. You're welcome.
Sir, the IG has said in the last conference with commissioners of police and above that he was going to overhaul the investigative process of the Nigerian Police Force. The landmark achievement that we witnessed in the last couple of months by your department, is it a follow-up to the plan by the IG to overhaul the investigative process of the police?
Yeah, thank you very much. Let me say straight away that the D Department, which is the Criminal Investigations Department of the Nigerian Police Force, is regarded as the elite investigation arm of the police force. What I mean by that is that it is supposed to handle cases of serious nature, cases that have bearing on our economy, that have bearing on our politics, have bearing on our social life, cases that cut across the nooks and crannies of the country. And the detectives are supposed to be skillful and experienced. And I want to say, without mincing words, that we've been doing our level best to contribute our quota to the success of policing Nigeria under the leadership of the IGP. We have had to contend with a lot of problems in the past, just like any other department and any other organ. But that in spite of all odds, we have always tried to prove our mettle in the investigation of cases. You will see that in this modern era, emphasis is placed on proactive policing. In other words, you act before the event takes place. And that proactive policing can only be enhanced through intelligence-led policing. The D Department is not only made up of investigative branches, sections, it is also made up of an intelligence arm. And this is the arm that gives us information, collates information, processes information with a view to preventing crime before crime occurs at all. It's only a crime that is not preventable, but that has not been prevented, that then we move into detect. And that is why we have prevention and detection of crime as one of the major duties of the police under Section 4 of the Police Act. But I'm happy to say that the events of today, the last 1 week or two, which we have given out to the press today, gives credence to our proactive nature presently in the police. Imagine if we did not have this intelligence, if we did not work on it in time, and if we did not recover all these things, the consequences are better imagined than experienced. There will have been series of cases of kidnapping, there will have been series of cases of armed robbery, because you cannot commit these two crimes and other violent crimes without the use of weapons, arms and ammunition. And that is why I say the first step towards controlling crime in Nigeria is to mop up illegal arms. And this is what we have been doing on a daily basis. I want to emphasize that more so that we don't even have little to do to detect. Rather, we'll now concentrate on preventing crime. What we have done seen today is preventive and not detecting. And it is less costly, it is cheaper, it is better, and it gives us joy. So I want to say in one word that, like the IG rightly said, we are really, really, really ready to ensure that Nigeria enjoys effective policing.
The IG has said that intelligence-led policing is one of its focal points of its administration. In the last couple of months, how would you rate the cooperation of the public in this regard?
Let me say, I won't mince words here. Nigeria is one of the very few countries in the world. In the Western world and other parts of the world where the police is perceived to be efficient and to be working, there are no magicians, there's no magic. The magic is information. Through technology, through human beings. And we have come to a stage where we can no longer afford to delude ourselves, believing that the Nigerian Police Force should go it alone. It's never done anywhere in the world. It is a collaborative venture. You must join hands with the police for the police to protect you. For instance, even if we have 378,000 policemen in Nigeria, spread them across the nooks and crannies of this country. How many areas will they cover? You cannot afford to put policemen in everybody's house, and on every street, in everybody's vehicle, on every bridge, on every highway. It's not done anywhere in the world. What happens elsewhere is timely information by the public. If you observe anything in your neighborhood, please don't keep it to yourself. Say it out. Go to the nearest police station. We have numbers. In fact, we even receive information anonymously. So this issue of if I tell the police will expose me does not arise any longer. Unless you don't want to give out information. You can even send it to PMBA 22. We have some boxes placed at strategic places in Lagos, Abuja, and everywhere. You can write something without indicating your name and drop it there. We will pick it. You can use our control room. You can call the commissioners of police all over the country. We have their numbers. But please, one thing is certain, information. And we assure the public that these days, with the present leadership in the police, any information that is given to us will be used to protect the people and will not be used for negative things. I can assure you of that.
Proliferation of arms and ammunition has been identified as one of the root causes of violent crimes in Nigeria. What measure is the police taking to check this influx of illegal arms, illicit arms into the country, and to mop up these arms from the society?
Thank you very much. Like I said during the press briefing, if you don't mop up illicit arms, illegal arms in circulation in different parts of the country, you can hardly win the fight against violent crimes. So we want to start by taking the bull by the horn, by going to these border areas, source for information. People are ready to give us information. They are ready to work with the police, like we have seen in this example in Oyo State. Not only in Oyo State, in other parts of the country that share border with our neighboring in Chad, Nigeria Republic, Cameroon, and Benin Republic. We are there right now, and we are not leaving any stone unturned. Vehicles that purport to carry foodstuff will subject them to scrutiny. Those who move on motorcycles will subject them to scrutiny, and I'm sure with information, very, very important, we will succeed in reducing significantly the influx of small arms and ammunition to the country. And by so doing, we'll make life easier and happier and then better for law-abiding citizens.
All right, this is when we'll be cutting it off on this very exciting edition of our interview segment. And we've been speaking with the Deputy Inspector General of Police in charge of D Department, Force Headquarters Abuja, in the person of Mr. Israel Ajao. Thank you so much, sir, for sparing us some of your time.
Thank you, CrimeFighters. We appreciate you.
Francis Owari is my name. Stay tuned for more.
CrimeFighters, the searchlight on crime and criminality.